Hello, Year 5. The second skill that you're going to need this morning, or some of you are going to need this morning, is the ability to be able to read scales using kilograms and grams. And I've got two examples that I've just drawn on my whiteboard here. And this is a skill that we often find really, really challenging when we're in Year 5, okay? And basically, I've got a scale with some numbers on, and then I've got an arrow pointing, and you can see in my first scale here that it goes from 0 kilograms to 1 kilogram. So the whole thing is 1 kilogram of mass, okay? And the crucial thing that you need to do before you can work out where the arrow is pointing is you need to work out what each of these intervals is. Before you do that, or if you don't do that, I should say, it becomes impossible to work out where the arrow is pointing. So here's what I would do. I would start with 0. I know that the whole thing is 1 kilogram, and I would convert that, and I know that 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. And then I'm going to look how many jumps I have from here to here. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 jumps all the way around. And when I say jumps, I mean going from one marker to the next. There are 10 of them. So now I need to divide my 1,000 grams into 10. And I know that 1,000 divided by 10 is 100. So I now know that each of these is 100 grams. And that makes sense if you think about it. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000 grams. And that tells me that my marker here is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 grams. Or I can write 0.7 kilograms. Okay, that's where my marker is here. Let's look at the second example, though, underneath, because it's a little bit harder, this, and this is where we sometimes come unstuck. Now, this one, we start at 0 and we go to 2 kilograms here, which I know is 2,000 grams this time. And I need to go through the same process. I need to work out what each of these markers is before I can work out where it's pointing to. And so this time I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to work out how many jumps I've got from marker to marker. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I now say to myself, exactly the same as I did before, what is 2,000 divided by 8? Now, you might be able to work that out in your head, and if you can, you'll know how many each of these markers is worth. But what if I can't do that in my head? What if I'm struggling to do that in my head, which is where we sometimes come unstuck? Well, let's think of a few tips and tricks that could help us. And here's the first thing that I would be thinking of if it was me. You can see bang in the middle here that this must be 1 kilogram, because we've got 0 kilograms here, 2 kilograms here. So this must be 1 kilogram. So I can use the same trick, but over a shorter period here. And I can say 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 jumps here. So I do the same thing I did above. 1,000 divided by 4 might give me a slightly easier calculation. And I might be able to work out what each jump is here. Maybe. Just maybe I'm still struggling. Maybe I can't work out what these jumps are. So the next strategy that I might use is, knowing that this is 1 kilogram, is I might try to use what we call trial and error. So I'm going to have a guess. I know that this is 1,000 kilograms. Sorry, 1,000 grams, I apologise. And I know that there are 4 jumps. So I can start to guess how many grams each jump is. So I could start with 100. 100, 200, 300, 400 isn't correct. I'm going to increase my jumps to 200. 200, 400, 600, 800. It still isn't correct. I need more. I'm going to jump up to 300. 300, 600, 900, 1,200. I've now got too many. So I need something between 200 and 300, and I'm going to go bang in the middle to 150, 250, 500, 750, 1000, and these jumps are each 250 grams. So my arrow is pointing at 1250 grams here, or 1.25 kilograms. And those of you who were able to do 2000 divided by 8 will have been shouting that that does equal 250 grams. Okay, so this is the second skill that we're going to need, reading the scale. It's not an easy skill. Be very careful when you come to a question where you need to read the scale, and use these tips. Okay, good luck, year 5.